Coach, over the past weekend, the team had two races, the Rothenburg Invitational and the Wisconsin Adidas Invitational, where the team beat 6 teams that were ranked in the top 3 in their region and 4 teams that ranked top 30 nationally. Can you talk about what you saw from your team?
Oh, you've done your homework better than I did mine. I had us more like 4 or 5, so that's good. The Wisconsin race was okay. Leave Westphal continues to establish herself as, I think, one of the very top individual runners in the country. She got out very competitively and ran top 19, top 20. She finished 19th. It's a great race. Brittany Winslow ran by far her best race of her career to this point. So we were okay there, but we had just sort of okay performances for the rest of the kids. And it's the same thing we went through last year at that race. They sort of get lost a little bit at the high quality, and then they come through the finish line, and then they're a little upset with themselves. And then 2 weeks later, they go to the ACC, and they get a little irritated and run well. So that's my hope for this year. So we did beat, I think, Florida, Vanderbilt, and Texas, which are 3 very strong potential at-large criteria points. So that was big. 3 or 4 teams, but I think we fell a notch in the region. I think Syracuse went by us, so we're probably 5 in the region now. To get into the NCAA, we're going to need 2 or 3 at-large points and probably a top 4 finish. So we get Syracuse back, we get Notre Dame back at the ACC. I'm excited about that. I think our kids will respond and run much better. But it was just an okay race. I think they overanalyzed it a little bit too much. Will Leave just got out in the top 20 and stayed there. Brittany got out in the top 60 and stayed there. The others sort of overanalyzed it.
What do you say to your team about bouncing back from that in preparation for the ACC championship? Would you like to have a different approach for this race coming up on November 1st?
Not really. You can see in their faces when they get back to the team tent, say 10 minutes after the finish. When I first saw them, they're looking at me and they're a little disappointed. And I said, listen, you're going to wake up tomorrow and your feet are going to hit the ground. It's a new day. You move on. That's just the way it is. You're going to have a great 10 days of training now leading into the ACC. You're very fit. You have great opportunities that lie ahead of you. And it's not where you start, it's where you finish. And they are progressing. We're getting bits and pieces in the right direction. We just need a couple other upper-class kids to step forward. So I'm sort of separating the teams this week. In terms of preparation, my 1 through 4 are going to do a specific workout on Friday that I think will be great for them. But the others, I need to get some competition at number 5. You need to have pressure. Catherine Malloy has done a great job as a freshman, but that's very, very difficult in expecting a freshman at that level at a meet like 20 of the top 30 ranked teams to keep doing it for you. You need someone who can put pressure on 5 and make 5 faster, whoever that might be. So I need to just take the second 4 or 5 and get them into a situation where they're competitive with each other and they get after it a little bit. So we'll break things up by the end of the week, and we'll be fine going into the ACC, I'm sure.
And going into the ACC, can you just talk about maybe the team goal and the individual goals as well?
Well, the team goal is always a top 4 finish. Florida State is running very well. Virginia, with a very young team, has really stepped up. Duke was ranked number 2 preseason in the NCAA, but they've had some situations arise that their team has been down a little bit. I would say Notre Dame, Syracuse, that just beat us, Virginia, and Florida State. So you're looking, and NC State didn't run well right behind us at Adidas in Wisconsin, but they're a very good team. So you're probably looking at 6 very good teams. I still say it's a very realistic goal all along to go in and be top 4 in the ACC. I think that would be a great performance for the kids. Third, top 3 is viable, but they're going to have to step it up. We're going to have to get 3 or 4 kids to really get after it. I think Leave is well in the top 7, but we need 3 in the top 20. We can't have them back running at 40th. They need to be in the top 20, and then they'll be fine. We'll drill that into the next couple of weeks. They'll be fine going into the meet.
Thanks, Coach. And is there anything else that you'd like to add?
No, that's great. Again, the kids keep working hard, and they're really excited to represent Boston College. And and the bottom line is it's all about them, and they're having fun. They're working hard and they're having fun. So as a head coach, gotta love that. Thanks. Have a great